Hi folks, Max from Galaxy Note 3.com for this week's ROM review for the Verizon Note 3. Do check out the latest version of HyperDrive KitKat ROM. This is based on the latest Verizon Android 4.4.2 KitKat firmware. But HyperDrive ROM is probably like at least twice faster than the stock ROM. I've been using the stock KitKat ROM for like a week, and it would just slow down to a crawl. I think there's some bugs and stuff, too much bloatware. There's like one bloatware that's causing all of this, or I don't know what's up with it. But upon installing HyperDrive ROM, all of my problems disappeared. And also there's performance improvements on the HyperDrive ROM, where it ramps up your CPU power, when it needs it, and ramps it down. Much more efficient than the stock ROM. So you get a super fast performance out of the box, and you get a nice modded S5 launcher, which is so fast that I usually download and install Nova Launcher, but this one is pretty darn fast out of the box, so I really like it. So I'm keeping TouchWiz on my Verizon Note 3, which is my daily driver. So let me go ahead and show you some of the options here. This modded launcher does feature a bunch of different themes. You can go ahead and set theme here. You get up to like 21 different themes. Sometimes it force closes, but not a huge deal. Just rerun it again. Let's actually go check out S5 Pro. I think that's pretty much like an S5 theme. So if you want sort of an S5 theme, go ahead and choose that. And there's a bunch of different stuff you can do. And also I've got shortcuts here. If I swipe up from the bottom, I have it set to going to my camera. If you swipe all the way to the left, I have it going to my Google Maps, which is another benefit of having a modded launcher. So very nice stuff. And also you do have native hotspot working out of the box, which I'll show you in a second. You also get S5 settings UI if you want it. So you get the whole S5 stuff here. Now you'll notice there's some new S5 stuff, like download booster. This actually doesn't work, but it's there. But you can kind of experience, something new with the S5. Kind of look at it, I guess. Mobile hotspot, mobile hotspot is working out of the box, as you can see here, working flawless. This is sort of an important feature, especially if you have like a grandfathered unlimited plan from Verizon, like myself. So I tend to tether very often, tend to use a lot of data. Verizon probably doesn't like me, but I have a bunch of accounts with them. I have a business account, so they don't really say anything to me, which is nice. Anyway, let's go over the HyperDrive tweaks. Yes, this ROM does have the same HyperDrive tweaks app you're used to with the Jelly Bean ROM. You'll pretty much get everything that you're used to, but I'll go over it for some of those you who forgot, or you've never tried this ROM. Let me go ahead and go over some of my favorite stuff. First of all, some of these features you may have to reboot, so if you don't see it right away, go ahead and hit this button, which will reboot your phone, and whatever changes you made should show up after that. For TouchWiz Launcher, you can enable wallpaper scrolling, infinite scroll, which is my favorite, launcher rotation. This is my favorite. It is actually enabled by default. You can also turn it off, but I don't see why Samsung and all these other people, they don't do that by default. I think it's a great idea. Also, you can disable your My Magazine, which I don't really like. Also, you can set your swipe up target, the one I show you, shortcut to my camera, and also swipe to the left there. You can enable all of your favorite apps for your pen window. That's not supported. Go ahead and just add your favorite apps, hit save, hit OK, and you'll have to reboot. All right. Same thing with multi-window. So basically using these apps to do it, but nicely integrated into the HyperDrive Tweaks app. More phone mods. You can get auto call recording for your incoming, outgoing. Maybe you work as a spy and you need to record some stuff. Maybe you're an FBI or who knows. My favorite power menu toggle is you can add torch and screenshots. So you can easily enable your torch in your dark garage or take screenshots. There you go, easily take screenshot. You can go ahead and enable network traffic monitor. This is one of my favorites, especially if you're using like apps like BitTorrent Client, where you're downloading a bunch of stuff. It'll show you instantly how much data you're actually downloading, so you know how much you're downloading. in case you're in a limited bandwidth. I'm sure many of you are. There's also a CPU core load widget that actually shows up here. I'll have to reboot that to show you, so I'm not going to show you, but go ahead and try that. That'll show you all of your CPU cores, see how much is being used. That's also a nice way to see how hard your phone's working. Sometimes there's rogue apps that's running in the background taking a lot of your CPU power. There's now apps that actually mine bitcoins for you. So you can kind of catch those apps with that CPU widget. Colors, you can go ahead and enable all these different colors. Also battery, you can change your battery style or enable battery bar even. What I like to do is actually hide my battery icon there and enable the battery bar, which is just a little line at the top, which is actually probably a better way so you can fit more of these other stuff. I was going to show you colors. I was going to show you the date and stuff. You can go ahead and position your clock to the center. That makes more room. And also you can add AM, PM, weekday. Some of my favorite options. Pi controls, you can go ahead and enable Pi control options. I do have a tutorial guide on this. You can set up to 2 different levels and set different shortcuts to your favorite apps. Also, this is great when you're jogging and stuff and you just want to just use one hand. So that's very nice. And some more stuff here. Exposed apps. There is a couple modules, but you can go ahead and install the framework first. Install updates. Don't reboot yet. Go to modules, enable all of your favorite modules, and also you can download your favorite exposed app modules and access them there. So very nice stuff. Some more advanced options, and also there's even a CPU setting. Now don't mess with this. This ROM actually does that in the background, so you actually don't have to worry about it. It's not actually running at that rate. It's always constantly changing. One of the benefits of this ROM is that it automatically finds out whether it needs to ramp up the CPU power or where it needs to ramp down. And I think that's where the Verizon KitKat firmware went bad. It was doing the opposite or something. But my phone is better than ever, and with HyperDrive ROM you can't really go wrong. And this is probably one of the best ROMs out there. So don't forget to donate to the developer of this ROM, XA user SB94. He's been working really hard on this ROM for many years. You'll find the donate link on the bottom of my blog post, so check it out and donate to him if you end up using it as a daily driver. Anyway, check it out for this week's ROM review and do let me know what you think. And as always, if you have a Note 3, don't forget to subscribe to my email list at galaxynote3root.com. We update you once a week with ROM review tips, hacks, and more, and I will see you guys soon. And thanks guys for watching my video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and the subscribe button below here to get more cool ROM reviews, tips, tricks, and more. And also check out video of the week over here if you haven't yet. And as always, stay on Android.